welcome back to my channel. I am Megan, the owner and creator over here at Fine Designs by Megan, and today we are going to be doing our 7th day of our 12 days of Christmas. And today we're going to go back to templates, and this is a new template that has been released by Trina from Diamonds and Dust. She allowed me to be the first one to try it, and you guys, it's absolutely amazing. And with this template, I went ahead and matched up her October box. So she has a mystery box every month. In the mystery box, you get 3 glitters and 2 sheets of vinyl for $30. And this was October's mystery box. And the colors were this greenish, this navy blue, and this beautiful pink. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it on this cup and see how it goes. And it turned out amazing, and I absolutely love it. So if you guys would like to get her mystery boxes, she has them up on her Etsy once a month, or you can join her Patreon group and actually pay $45 a month, and you get her Patreon membership, and you get her mystery box every month automatically sent out to you. But anyways, that's enough talking from me. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. And remember, all of the details or like the materials that I use, I will link it down in the description box, so it'll be easy for you guys to go find it. And now I guess that's enough talking from me. And don't forget to listen out for the joke. Here we go, let's get started. To start out, I cut the weave template on both of these vinyls from Diamonds and Dust. You can also get the template from Diamonds and Dust on Etsy, and I will be having them sized for a 24-ounce plump from Still Magnolia. And then I will create a line on my tumbler with my ultimate tool guide from Cami Page Boutique. I'm not going to go into too much detail on how I apply my vinyl. I have explained it pretty thorough in the previous videos before this one, especially on the first day of my 12 days of Christmas. And once I get my vinyl on my cup, I'm going to pull and smooth it out, make sure it goes on smoothly and perfect. This template is very, very, very important to make sure you get your lines lined up, because there are so many lines on this one. And then when you go to pull up your carrier sheet, be extra careful, because there's so many lines. It likes to pull them all up. So just make sure you don't pull up any lines. If you do, just flatten them back out and try to line them up as perfect as possible. And then once we're done with that, we're going to trim off our top and bottom vinyl areas, and then we're going to look at our cup and figure out what lines we want to pull up first. So I have decided, because I'm going to be doing 2 different vinyls, that I am going to keep the floral pine cone one as my V's, and then I'm going to pull up the thinner lines for my glitter, and then we'll do the like every other one. So we'll do like the floral glitter, and then we'll do the brush stroke print glitter floral, and so forth. You'll see as we're going. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up all the lines that I'm going to be glittering. And then I decided for the big pink, or the big line that's all connected, which is the one I just pulled up, I am going to do that in the pink. And then we'll do the more of the teal color, and then we'll do the blue on the bottom. And all these glitters are from Trina's the Diamond and Dust mystery box from October. So you get all 3 of these colors, and then both of the vinyl sheets that I'm using. Okay, she releases them usually around the mid to end of the month. If you join her Patreon, you can either pay $15 for her Patreon, or you can pay $45 and get her mystery box and her Patreon every month. If not, she drops about 10 to 15 of them on her Etsy. Now back to glittering. We are going to be using Artistry's glitter glue to apply our glitter, and we're going to be using Chick Pink from Diamonds and Dust, and we're just going to slowly paint on the glitter glue. And you want to do it in small sections, especially if you keep your space hot, because it will start to dry pretty quick. So I just do little sections at a time, and then I will just shake it off and then go on to the next section as I go. And that I try to leave like the endings pretty wet, so when I go to apply my next area of glue, it's not going to clump up too bad, if that makes any sense. So anywho, I'm going to just continue to paint on this glue on the big white area, and then once we're done with the pink area, we're going to let it dry for 15 minutes, and then we're going to move on to our teal color. For the greenish teal color, we're going to be using Gray Pine. It is also from Diamonds and Dust. This was in her October box too. And we're just going to go ahead and paint on our glitter glue and apply the Gray Pine to the remaining white areas. Not the bottom, just the remaining white areas. Okay, once you get all of this glitter applied, let your cup dry for 15 to 20 minutes, then brush off any excess glitter. Make sure you do that and it's pretty clean. Then seal it twice with triple thick spray before we move on to applying the vinyl in the other areas, the brushstroke vinyl. So once that's dry, I'm going to pull up the areas that I want my brushstroke vinyl to go. So I did floral in my more of the triangle areas, and then the big V split or the V area, we're going to do the brushstroke area, and then the two smaller sides beside the floral one, we're going to do the brushstroke there, and then the diamond in the middle is going to be brushstroke. So it's just floral brushstroke, you know, between. And anyways, applying this vinyl, when you do this, you're going to apply it kind of like a puzzle. That's how I like to think of it, is you're just doing it like a puzzle, and you're just going to want to make sure you line it up really well, and try not to get your vinyl onto the glitter, because when you go to epoxy it, you want it to be able to seal down really good, and you don't want any epoxy to go up underneath your vinyl, and plus you don't want any bubbles or anything like that either. So just try to smooth that out. Once you get it smoothed out good, you're going to trim off any vinyl that is excess on the bottom, and you're just going to continue to do this until all your white areas are covered with your brushstroke vinyl. Just excuse the little hand that keeps popping in on the left side of the video. That is my daughter, and she's always out here while I'm working, so just excuse her little hands and her painted popsicle sticks that she's excited about. Now just trim up your top and your bottom, and we will start working on the glitter butt. So I'm going to mix up 20 ml of my fast set epoxy, and then I'm actually going to use the Gray Pine, and I'm going to pour that into the cup. And I forgot to record, but I did paint the outside area blue, and then I applied Winter Solstice. It's a really pretty like dark blue and like a regular blue mix. Also from Diamonds and Dust, and it did come in the October box too. And then once I get my epoxy glitter mix put in there, I'm going to pop all the bubbles, and then I'm going to let it cure for about an hour and a half. And then once I let it cure, I'm going to epoxy my tumbler 2 times before we move on to the vinyl lines and finish up the cup. For For the vinyl lines, I just cut some of the gold textured vinyl from Cricut, and I'm just going to go around each of the glitters and vinyl, cover up all the edges with this vinyl, and I just cut it down in small size. I don't really know what the number is. I just guesstimate on my Silhouette software, and I just make lines until they're the size that I want them to be. I created my own little template for all my lines. But anyways, that's all I'm using for this one. I love the gold texture thicker vinyl, especially on cups like this. Because this part does take so long to do, it would have been like 5 minutes if I showed you guys me doing the whole thing. So I am going to skip through some parts of it and just show you guys as I progress through different areas of this cup until it is completely finished. For the epoxy stage, I'm going to mix up 20 mLs of my fast set epoxy from Artistry Epoxy. I'm going to apply it all over my cup, make sure it's completely covered from top to bottom, no areas. And then once that is done, I'm going to just pop my bubbles with my torch, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the finished tumbler right here. If you like this tutorial, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys all tomorrow for day 8 of my 12 days of Christmas. Bye, y'all.